yourself. Fall back.
Smoking on exotic, it got me coughing. She just went shopping, guess the devil wears Prada. She like, I don't wanna talk about this, can we change the topic? Devil in disguise, she acting like she my sovereign. Yeah, but if I want it, I'ma cop it. Yeah, I stuffed them hundreds in my pockets. Yeah, gave you my heart and you lost it. Ever since then, I've been loving real cautious. Bitch, I've been in charge, I'm the pilot in the cockpit. Dangerous, think you're dangerous, yeah. Say this shit, and you tell me that I'm toxic, yeah. Made a sacrifice, not knowing what it cost, yeah. That's your bitch, but she tell me that I'm awesome. Got me off the drugs and then she got me right back on them. This shit in a game, no, there's no pausing. How you cut it off without telling me there's a problem? Move on, she told me to move on. Don't know how I'm supposed to, I told her that I don't want this. If loving me feels like a job, then why you clocking? And to this day, I don't know why you blocked me. But shit like this happens to me often. That's why I'm used to self-destruction. And now we going without talking. She don't know about me, check the table of contents. Smoking on exotic, it got me coughing. She just went shopping, guess the devil wears Prada. She like, I don't wanna talk about this, can we change the topic? Devil in disguise, she acting like she my sovereign. Yeah, but if I want it, I'ma cop it. Yeah, I stuffed them hundreds in my pockets. Yeah, gave you my heart and you lost it. Ever since then, I've been loving real cautious.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. This is a certified
Real crescent shit.
Plug up on my hip and make it float, I call it Pennywise. Fucked her when she going crazy about it, she got digmatized. Fuck counting sheep, I be counting money every night. I don't smoke too much, I got so high, I saw the satellites.
It's a crescent thing. You wouldn't understand.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for. This is a certified classic.
Click, clack, you might wanna take a step back. One in the chamber, I don't think you wanna test that. Bitches C3, I might get it as a neck tat. Don't got the money, you won't get a text back. But what do you know? I've been pissed off, bloodthirsty like Cujo. Said he's pulling up, we gon' whip him like judo. When you start messing with me, it gets brutal. Don't get it twisted, that's your girl, why she texting me paragraphs, how she miss me. How you empty a good clip but still miss me. 17's riding with no tread, I'm slipping. Sick of you hiding, where do you go? I've been pissed off, bloodthirsty like Cujo. Said he's pulling up, we gon' whip him like judo. When you start messing with me, it gets brutal. It's on sight, when I see you, yes, do or die. After I get done with you, they'll think that it's a suicide. AMG to Giulia, make it do a power slide. HK3, FMJ going through his eye. Plug up on my hip and make it float, I call it Pennywise. Fucked her when she going crazy about it, she got digmatized. Fuck counting sheep, I be counting money every night. I don't smoke too much, I got so high, I saw the satellites. Click, clack, you might wanna take a step back. One in the chamber, I don't think you wanna test that. Bitches C3, I might get it as a neck tat. Don't got the money, you won't get a text back. But what do you know? I've been pissed off, bloodthirsty like Cujo. Said he's pulling up, we gon' whip him like judo. When you start messing with me, it gets brutal. Don't get it twisted, that's your girl, why she texting me paragraphs, how she miss me. How you empty a good clip but still miss me. 17's riding with no tread, I'm slipping. Sick of you hiding, where do you go? I've been pissed off, bloodthirsty like Cujo. Said he's pulling up, we gon' whip him like judo. When you start messing with me, it gets brutal.
What's up, Mike Kalanka? What's up, Fox.actual? Mira Tazapine. Hi. Hello. Mondays. Once again, Gamma pinging me at all hours of the day and night. Nowhere to be seen. But we have a couple things, okay? There's not too much today. The title of today's stream, His Life is a Living Hell. Well deserved. Wait, is that the title? Didn't I title it something else? Oh wait, no, it's let all of them suffer, including the judge. Now this is some kind of right-wing opinion about something. I don't think it matters what exactly. It's that reactionary take that trumps all of your morals. When you see something and just go full on wood chipper mode. That's what we're on today. We're not taking any hostages. We're getting all pissed off and angry. We're gonna fuck some shit up, okay? Just like this guy. This is the face of righteous vengeance. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel anger. He feels sorry for you as he's putting you out of your misery. In his gray NFL backwards hat, matching with his gray beard. The beard is magnificent, by the way, but the color scheme is so fucked up, dude. This is his Gandalf cosplay. So this video, I watched like 2 minutes of it. He's just driving around ranting. Just like one of my favorite incels, Mr. Craig Candor. But he starts ranting about the Charlie Kirk killer. Hence the title, His Life is a Living Hell. So he's going to talk about the conditions that the Charlie Kirk assassin is under right now. And I think the context is that he was a guard at the prison that the assassin is currently staying in. So we're going to get the inside scoop on all the torturous living conditions that this kid is under. We have a returning figure on this channel, mostly peaceful puppets. You know, like the piggy kitty play puppet. You guys remember the fucking furry age play puppet girl? She's back. If we go to her channel, I think she posted only post, please pray for Charlie Kirk. And then she took an extended break. So that was 12 days ago, right after this video. And she took like a 2-week break because Charlie Kirk's death really fucked her up. She couldn't play with her puppets thinking about that poor soul. Jim Boodle, Vivan Tog, please cover. What the fuck is Vivan Tog? And the black incel is nothing compared to my incels, okay? Dude, Gamma, do you fuck with Craig Candor? What? Wait, extinction event. Holy shit, dude, Gifted Hater posted. This guy's been gone forever. Dude. It's been 5 months since Gifted Hater posted. That's going second spot. Okay. Where was I? Mostly peaceful puppets. She took a long break because her life was fucked up because Charlie Kirk died, which is kind of funny. And then Indian Fatigue. And get a load of this fucking thumbnail, dude. There's the Black Fatigue video, which just says black and has this fat black lady. And then, boom, Indian Fatigue. Indian man, poop. Gamma could never. This is straight to the point. He's not mincing words. Black and poop. Straight to the point. A little bit more nuanced and tasteful than the Call of Duty Zombies guy who just throws the slur in there. But still, very hard-hitting stuff. So we have his video lined up. And then Gamma, I got something for you. Gamma, how do you feel about this?
Well, hello guys. It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks, almost a month, and here a new video. This is my outfit. This is my shirt.
Let me go back. She's got Hello Kitty in the background. She's in ABG. Room is messy as fuck. Collarbones poking out. Anime pillow. And mind you, this camera quality was posted 4 days ago. This is not a deep cut. This girl is not 40 right now.
Look, it's
Furry doggy bone necklace. Anime zippered up long dress type shirt with the emo black and red stripes. Got like 2 zippers on this fucking dress shirt thing. Just unnecessary amount of zippers.
it's cute, right? And the pants.
Guys, if she wears her sleeve over her hand, I'm not saying turn and run, but express caution. Be careful. Be safe out there, guys.
Pants are also cute. Loki, I match my chair. At the moment, I match my chair. What the fuck?
Gamma been real quiet since this
Ew,
video dropped.
look. The person said it was S, but it's not. Anyways, my pants, these.
So much extra metal on this shit. These pants kind of go hard. Okay, the little weird button flaps, I'm kind of fucking with it, but it doesn't really go with the outfit, in my humble and honest opinion.
Pants fit so good. Look, I don't even need a belt to look at just this. This fits right. And I actually wanted to sell it, but I gave it another chance. Hell yeah. It's very cute, right?
Oh my
It's
god, dude, the
very
fucking
cute, right?
bleh. Me, you and Marcus go lives, bleh.
Today,
Dude, it's so dramatic.
today, it's been a year.
It's been a year.
You know who you are.
Just immediately vague posting about someone from a year ago. Gamma, she's been single for a year too, bro. It's your chance.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they watch the channel, but hi. I also
Dude.
like for 2 weeks or 1 week I had motivation to draw again.
Average Art CC community member.
It's been a while since I had the motivation to draw, cause yeah. Sorry, I'm not really excited today. I don't know, but I'm just not excited today. I was really tired. I was like at the internship and the people annoyed me there. They really did. I literally wanted to punch them because they were so annoying. They were complaining about the things I already know. Like, girl, I don't need. You know what? Never mind. Never fucking mind.
Gamma's gone. I'm not watching this shit just for for not Gamma. Anyway,
What's life like for Charlie Kirk's assassin as he sits inside of a Utah State County jail waiting for trial? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. And
best guess, it's probably somewhat safe. Like, they don't want this guy to die before he gets convicted. I don't think anyone's murdering him in jail. He can't text his Discord trans girlfriend. I shouldn't say Discord. They were a live-in trans girlfriend, which is, more than I can say. So anything is possible. But it can't be that bad, right?
I'm going to give it to you from the perspective of someone who has been inside of a parish jail inside Louisiana, and I have also sat inside what they call isolation, because Charlie Kirk's assassin right now, as we speak, I guarantee you, he's sitting inside an isolation cell. He's by himself.
True.
He doesn't have anything. Maybe he might have regular jail clothes, but I would actually say I doubt that, because regular jail clothes would be pants, and you can probably use those pants to harm yourself. So in all likelihood, he's probably in what they call a vest or a gown, something that he can't tear to pieces and use to unalive himself. He's also in a cell that can be easily viewed and looked into by staff. It's either a bars or a steel door. I don't know.
See, I would hope that everything he's saying is true. At the same time, Jeffrey Epstein was given a CPAP, which could have easily been used to hang himself if he had actually died. I'm torn on this. I think they probably should put him in solitary, keep him safe until trial and all that. But there's no telling. Like, we're kind of fucked. I don't think this kid is a Mossad agent as much as I meme post about proving the Jews didn't do it. But I don't know. I'd give it like an 80% chance that he's in solitary and they're going to keep him safe.
Anything about the county jails in Utah, but wherever he's at, the officers who are in charge of the particular area that this guy's in, they're going to be able to look inside his cell quite easily to see what he's doing at all times. They're going to make sure that this dude does not hurt himself in any form, fashion, because they want to see him brought to trial and they want to see justice served. And I don't blame them.
A little bit of tattoo analysis. He's got some kind of like spriggy leaf. It's very, very twig-like. It's not a very big branch. And there's like maybe like a caterpillar on this. I want to hate, okay? I do want to hate on this. But it's way cooler than having a butterfly. Because you're like, oh yeah, I got potential. There's always tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. I'll blossom into a beautiful butterfly.
So, what does he have inside this cell? He doesn't have anything. He, in all likelihood, if he's lucky, which I'm assuming they have to let him have, is his court paperwork, right? His arraignment papers. So it's just going to be papers. He doesn't have pens. He doesn't have pencils. He's not going to get that right now because pens and pencils could be used to harm himself. So he's not going to have access to pens and pencils. This dude's literally basically on what they call suicide watch on a 24-hour around-the-clock basis. And I would assume nowadays, with the technology that we have, he probably is in front of a cell that has cameras that are actually looking at him and viewing him at all.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. If this guy unalives himself, there's no shot. Like, he loves his trans girlfriend far too much. If he's willing to kill some random political pundit who's anti-trans to stand up for her rights, This dude's gonna be writing letters in jail. He's gonna be patiently waiting. There's no shot this guy attempts to kill himself. And if he mysteriously dies, we all know who to blame.
Times. They are not going to let nothing happen to him. So he's sitting in this cell. He's probably in suicide watch. Like I said, he probably has a isolation gown on. Inside this cell, all he has is his paperwork, no books. They're not going to give this dude no books. He don't have nothing. He ain't got no TV. He doesn't have access to a TV, so he can't sit there and glamorize on his own self and, you know what I mean, fantasize about his own self and sit there and play with himself while he watches himself on camera thinking that he did something good. Because a lot of these people, that's why I ain't going to say the dude's name. This dude took Charlie Kirk's life. The only name we should be saying is Charlie Kirk. He took Charlie Kirk.
Credit to the media where it's due. I don't know this guy's name. Like usually with like the crazy incels, y'all know his name. I don't, because I don't know shit. But there's a lot of famous killers that are glamorized, and I don't think he's one of them quite yet. Like there's all this talk about these deranged lefties that are glorifying the murder. But even if you ask them, I don't know if they would know his name. I think the media kind of is doing a good thing right now, even if it's also kind of blowing the whole thing out of proportion. I mean, at least they're not allowing him to be glorified.
Life, so he's sitting in this cell. He doesn't have any books. He doesn't have any access to anything, and he is probably lonely, and he's probably feeling depression. He's probably feeling isolation, and all these things he should feel. He's an idiot. What he did, he's going to feel that for the rest of his life until he takes his last breath. He's going to be alone. He's sitting in that cell with just his empty thoughts. He doesn't have visitation. Nobody can check up on him unless it's the attorney, I'm assuming at this point, because, you know, in the United States, we do have access to attorneys no matter what. So he'd have access to attorneys. He's probably being psychiatrists and special, you know, doctors are probably talking to him.
If this guy cleans up the edges of the beard, trims the mustache just a little bit over his lip, he gets play, dude. This guy, you know, maybe he mixes up the color scheme a little bit. This guy fucks.
You know, during certain intervals, and maybe some law enforcement officials, but I would doubt that they're even talking to him. They probably have minimal contact with him, you know, watching him, checking him. He's eating. He ain't getting the regular food that the rest of the jail's getting. He's getting everything served in a loaf. They're literally taking everything and putting it in a loaf, and he eats it with his hands. He's not going to have any access to utensils.
You can call that a minus, but like he's getting a bread bowl. Guys, back when Panera was like a place where you would go eat and not just like some dead shop, you get the bread bowl with the mac and cheese. I want a bread bowl, dude. I miss it. I need to go to Panera, get a mac and cheese bread bowl. Oh, I need to blow my little belly up. I need to inflate myself and fill it with mac and cheese bread bowl.
He is going to be in a room where the water is probably going. I'm assuming at this point, even his toilet water is probably going to be controlled. The officers will probably have access to shutting it on and off, so when he poops, they'll flush it for him because they don't want this dude to unalive himself, shove his face in the toilet. But he will have access to a toilet inside his cell. It'll be a bunk. They may not give him a mattress.
I don't think that's like something like that's something you see in a movie. I feel like I've always heard that drowning yourself is like the most impossible thing to do just based off your body's like natural instinct. Here, let me open a private window. How many prisoners drown themselves in toilets? There are no documented cases of prisoners drowning themselves in toilets. I can see that still being the case where they might control his water, but that's just like, that's purely for optics.
See,
it's impossible.
inside United States prisons, they do not have to provide you with a mattress if they think you will harm yourself or if you're on a violation. They can provide him with a mattress for only a certain amount of hours in the evening, and during the day they'll take his mattress away. Either way, life is undoubtedly brutal for this dude, and nobody feels sorry.
You can't drown yourself if you can help it. From a layman's perspective, from my point of view, I know like your instinct is to start thrashing and then you pass out. So you have to have some kind of fucked up setup to keep yourself underwater while passed out for like several minutes, probably like 7 to 15 minutes. It just, I mean, Gamma might have some more information than me, but I feel like you need, first of all, just an incomprehensible amount of willpower, and then also just like a fucking headstand setup. Like you gotta, it's a reaction, search it up. Okay, hold on. Do I still have that tab? No, I don't. Fuck. New private window. Can't drown yourself. It's impossible. Oh, fuck. 1 second. Everybody drink water. It is possible to drown yourself, although the body's instinctive reflexes make it difficult to do so intentionally in most situations. The human body has strong survival mechanisms that prevent self-drowning under normal circumstances. For example, when the head is submerged, the instinctive drowning response triggers involuntary actions like lateral arm movements, thrashing, and tilting the head back to keep the mouth above water, making it hard. Additionally, the urge to breathe is primarily driven by rising carbon dioxide levels, which means a person cannot simply hold their breath indefinitely above water. If someone attempts to submerge their head in a bathtub, they will typically react reflexively to surface and breathe, making it very difficult. However, deliberate drowning can occur in specific conditions. For instance, a person can use weights like rocks. Another method involves hyperventilation before submersion, which reduces carbon dioxide levels without the usual warning signs, resulting in drowning quietly and unnoticed. Okay, so it seems like there might be a method that these prisoners just haven't quite tapped into yet. So you have to hyperventilate before you submerge, and then your body doesn't react the same way because it doesn't have increased levels of carbon because you've hyperventilated. So I guess you have increased levels of oxygen, or maybe, I don't know how that works really, but you have to be very inventive to drown yourself.
Sorry for him. Nobody should feel sorry for him. He's exactly where he belongs. He's exactly doing what he needs to do, which is rot inside of a jail cell.
And
that's where he's going to be for the rest of his life until they try him for this crime and sentence him to the death sentence, and then they take his life until he breathes his life.
I don't think they kill him. Guys, do we think they kill him? What does this say? He said like Utah or something. In Utah, there might be a decent chance, actually. In Utah, I give it a 50-50. In a more liberal state, I'd give it like a 90-10 because nobody wants to kill like a young... He's not a kid, but he's young. And I already don't support the death sentence. I think we fuck it up too much. And we kill too many innocent people, which is probably unforgivable. And there's also all those statistics about it being more expensive than life in jail. Because, you know, every once in a while you fuck it up or you cause like undue torturous suffering. And then you have to get all the lawyers. And there's like administrative costs. So there's a lot of good arguments against it. But I don't know. In Utah, maybe it's 50-50. I don't know if they'll kill this kid.
Last breath, and then that'll be it, and then justice will be served. Now, do I think, as an ex-convict, that this is harsh? Nah, not at all. I've seen dudes who did far less crimes than this fool committed, and they had to live like this, and nobody felt sorry for them. So, and no, the general population, he's not going to hit general population. If he hits general population in Utah, one of them gang members in Utah are going to unalive this dude.
Dude, do you think gang members give a fuck about political assassinations? Dude, he might... I mean, the KKK probably won't like him. It'll probably be hard for him to find a gang. I'm thinking about it now. Maybe if there's like a gay, like trans gang, he'd be the leader. I just don't see him becoming an honorary black or Mexican. Like if I was colored, I would invite him to my gang. But I don't think that's going to fly in Utah.
I'll get stripes off at everybody. He's going to have a target on his back. There's no way that the police or the correctional facility allows this dude to hit general population, because they're going to take his life. So, sharing your thoughts. What do you think? Do you think that the justice system is fair by putting this dude in isolation? Do you think that the justice system and the county sheriff's department is right? Because this dude's, I'm telling you, he's completely alone.
And I say KKK. I know it's not literally the KKK in prison. They're not that big. It's just, in general, white supremacist gangs. But you guys know what I mean.
And he don't have access to nothing. No books, no newspaper, no reading material, nothing. Whatever that little rinky-dink piece of paper says about his arraignment, that's probably all he got in his cell. You know what I mean? Or maybe a card with his attorney's name on it, if he even has that. No TV, no access to nothing. Actually, I would go so
I think they give him like a state-owned laptop so that he can access his court documents eventually. And it's not like he can go on like the deep web or anything interesting. It's literally like a laptop that only has these PDF files. No insinuation intended. He's literally only got documents on his computer. He can't browse the internet. He can't download Fortnite. They're going to give him a laptop to read court documents because that's like his right or something. It doesn't make it much better, but at least he can look at a screen every once in a while.
So far as to say, some of the guards might even be taunting him. Who knows? You know what I mean? Because guards do that stuff, and nobody would feel bad for him. Not the inmates and not the other correctional facility. So, you know, I know some of you fools actually idolize this dude. Some of y'all probably gonna get tattoos of him because y'all sick idiots. But
dude, nobody. He might be right. There might be one deranged leftoid that gets a tattoo of the guy who killed Charlie Kirk. But they're not watching your video, pal. 923 views. That's no.
All of us who have common sense and who have, you know what I mean, compassionate hearts, and we really miss Charlie Kirk, and we miss, you know, what he brought to this world as being, you know, he made this world a better place, you know, with public discourse and speaking and talking and trying to talk our differences out. So a lot of us are going to miss him, especially his family. Anyway, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. And as far as I'm concerned, to the person who did it to him, you could sit there and fester in your own.
This guy didn't even talk about his experience in jail. What a fucking boring video. Just saying he's going to get raped and killed. Fuck you, dude. This shit sucked. I thought he was going to tell me about like how the food in jail at this specific jail is, how the guards in this jail rape the inmates, how the inmates rape the guards. Nothing, dude. There's no bugs. They're not eating bugs with sticks. Stupid fucking video. What does this guy do with 600 subscribers? I'm going to marry Britney Spears. Whoa, okay.
He was in love with Britney Spears. He was so in love with Britney Spears, he went to prison behind Britney Spears. His name was Bo Luke. Yeah, like the Dukes of Hazzard, Bo Luke. I think he was actually named.
It's not about him. This isn't He's just telling a cool story. Dude, you'll never be that cool. Little boy lost his life over oatmeal pies. We're doing black tent. So disturbing, I wish it was clickbait. I don't even know what this is baiting. If life sucks, watch now. Another story time. Biggest, baddest, blackest MFer. This might be fire. Bananas forced up dude's tailpipe. We might have to come back to this. I don't want to get too bogged down. Let's just get a little taste.
I eat Negroes. That was the first words I heard come out of his mouth. You might want to stick around for this one. This is the story of Big Ugly. The biggest, baddest, blackest MFer I ever met in prison. And he wound up...
If you can say Negroes like that and you choose to use MFer, I think you're just a coward. This guy probably has the pass. And it's not like saying MFer in like a cool Zoomer brain rot way. Well, maybe that gives him the pass. Because he's not actually trying to say nigga. He just... Like, people from his era just say motherfucker a lot. He says motherfucker like Gamma says motherfucker. With a hard R. So, moving on. Extinction event. Dude, this is 44 minutes. I'm fiending for this video.
All right, guys. What the flip is going on? So, special episode today. We're going to be exploring the OGs, the legends of skateboarding, and their impact on our beautiful culture. And we will be asking the question, are the old heads destroying the very thing that they assisted in creating? That's what we're going to be looking at. So get a drink. Let's sit back. I've got a sunset iced tea thing from It's Boba Time. I've selected 5 skaters here. Costin, P-Rod, Tony Cock, Reynolds.
Tony Cock. So, before you guys get into this, I wanna let you know who Gifted Hater is. And I don't have anything prepared for this because I just saw him on my live. But he posts heat. This guy is awesome. There's got to be one of these videos. He did a Tim Pool thing because Tim Pool tried to grift like he cares about skateboarding when he just hates punk. All right, let's go popular. Come on, dude. I gotta hit big. Okay, come on.
Hey bitches.
This is a message to the FBI.
I've just seen your leather ottoman bed on Gumtree. I was just wondering if I could fuck you on it. Please.
You are watching Gifted Hater.
Life. There's roadblocks.
Hey, little guy. You want...
All right, not his best work. He has another channel that I can check. He has a second channel, and you'll never guess what the title is, okay? The Pale King. Legendary white boy shit.
All right, guys, what's up? I'm gonna do this.
That's not how I wanted the intro to go.
This is a certified
Gifted Hater stream clip.
Very high quality, as you can see. This is high quality.
It's the part that I like the most. What's the part you like the most?
All right, what's up, guys? So,
Another one. Go next.
yesterday,
Wrong. Same video.
You any kind of honest? Anybody know who you are? You miserable, presumptuous, no talent. You're no artist. An artist respects the silence and serves as the foundation of creativity. You obviously don't have the talent. You don't have enough respect for yourself or other people, or in what it is to express yourself. In music, or any other form of creativity.
This one's a slow burn.
And I'm an NYU film school graduate.
Jason Dill's sweatpants situation is crazy.
And the Academy of Art University in San Francisco. You suck. You're a no talent. If you really had talent, go practice. To get yourself a gig. Instead of ruining the end of the day for everybody down here. Disgrace. You're everything that's gone wrong in this world. You're a self-consumed, no talent, mediocre piece of shit. And I've earned my right to say it. Okay? I had 200,000 people in 1975. I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you? I'm the Grateful Dead from 1966.
That's heat. In 1975, I walked Bob Dylan up on stage. Who the fuck are you?
What the segment?
Don't start no car battery with your bare hands. If I didn't make God murder my children.
Who the fuck picked this little sorry ass beat? I'm from the ugly corner, man, them little sour ass streets.
I take Cunol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Why Cunol? It has superior absorption compared to regular turmeric.
All right, everybody, welcome back.
Gamma would love Tony Hawk. This is what real ones do when they see Tony Hawk.
Ass streets.
I take Cunol turmeric because it helps with healthy joints and inflammation support. Why Cunol? It has superior absorption compared to regular turmeric.
All right.
So I think this is a good summary of Gifted Hater. There's probably one more where he has just insane editing. But I don't know if I'm gonna find it. I'm
gonna find that complex video. Let's put him right there. Well, it gets more interesting actually with who.
Just look at this man, dude. He's not overly buff, but he's been working out. He's wearing a cape in the doorway of his large bathroom that, for whatever reason, has a fucking fridge in it. He's got a fucking fridge in the bathroom. Or wait, this is a kitchen. Is this a kitchen? This guy's house is fucked up. But this is one of the white boys of all time. If you guys don't know about the Pale King, I'm putting you on, okay? So back to the Extinction event. We're talking about the OGs of skateboarding. Why Tony Hawk has ruined it for everyone.
Boss, and then Gino Iannucci.
I'm also gonna do a special. And is he single? This guy fucks way too much, dude. You can't even get on his radar. Unless you go in his Twitch chat, in which he'll probably try to groom you.
Jason Ellis.
Now, not all of these guys are guilty of the same crime. Some, we're putting them in the dungeon for a week. Others, they're getting the nipple clamps permanently attached to them. Skateboarding and skateboarders are getting older, and that is making it less attractive to children. When I was growing up, my favorite skater was Ryan Sheckler.
Well, I still don't know what's business or pleasure unless I'm naked.
He was my favorite. I didn't grow up watching Christian Hosoi or whatever fucking vert dogs used to run skateboarding back in the day. I wasn't watching any of the fucking Z-Boys. I didn't know who Tony Alva was, and I certainly didn't give a fuck. Like, there were plenty of options for young and relatable talents for me to be inspired by. Now, I think the people that are influenced.
All right. Disclaimer. I'm a total poser. I like this guy's videos. I liked playing Tony Hawk Underground 2. And I liked skateboarding with my friends. But we were never the type to post clips because we could barely ollie and kickflip. And the only skateboarder I know by name, off the top of my head, besides Tony Hawk, is this one dude from fucking from Tony Hawk Underground 2. Tony Hawk Thug 2 skateboarder Chad. I think it's Chad Muska. What the fuck did I click? Chad Muska? They giving me margaritas right now. In the pharmacy? This guy. If you played as this fat fucking weirdo in Tony Hawk, it was like playing on hard mode because he's so big and heavy. But the key is he gains so much speed. You go downhill with him, he keeps all of his speed. He probably flies the farthest because he's so big and heavy. Chad Muska, you must have said that right before. Dude, he was an icon. Look at this fucking guy. Icon. Does he roll over? I can't tell if you're calling him fat or you want to fuck his butt. Yeah, this guy had absolutely no swag. Yes. Okay, I see you. Anyway. Gamma, do you like this?
Look at
You
my
fuck with
raccoon
this?
too. I love that you can see it, but this one you can't see. But I have one right here, and the stripes matches this. So like, sorry, I'm doing this. I don't know. Don't mind it. Don't mind it. Like, ew, what the fuck?
I just know this bitch kills small animals. Find me her at. I got you. Copy link address. Anyway. New tab. Please tell me you're 12. Oh my god. If she's below 20, I will not cover. I don't know. It said 5 months ago, first day of internship, or 4 weeks ago. So she's got a job. I don't know, dude. You might have a shot. Last time I tried to get you, like, haha, she said she's 16, but this time you might have a shot. I just want her to ruin your life. Because I hate you and I want you to suffer. So, extinction event.
Influencing and currently shaping skateboarding are so fucking old. Like the amount of publicity and influence that these dudes have. If kids are going to the skate shop or Barnes and Noble and they're picking up a Thrasher magazine and they see Andrew Reynolds doing a fucking kickflip wall ride on it, it doesn't look very cool, does it? You don't want to like really say anything mean.
Yeah, this shit sucks. This looks like... Oh, dude, you're not Spider-Man. You're fat. And this wall is not even brick. It's painted brick pattern. These aren't even fucking real bricks. Everything about this is fake as fuck.
About Reynolds or whatever, but like, what is this really? You know, because Andrew Reynolds being
waking up and seeing your penis on the pillow next to you. Huh?
50 on the cover of Thrasher doing a wall ride. Obviously, the reason that he's on the cover of Thrasher is because he had a new shoe coming out. What do you think it looks like to people? It looks like the cover of Thrasher is for sale. I don't know if New Balance bought it, didn't buy it, whatever. But like, this is like standard now. If you are a pro skater and you skate for a big shoe brand and you have a shoe coming out, then you...
Yeah, let's talk about this shoe. The color scheme, if you get rid of this like yellowish court color rubber at the bottom, this almost works. Just make this white, make this gray, make it black, even green. It would work better, but you still have this stupid fucking like wannabe punk bad boy aesthetic looking 933 with the little dashes, like the pointy marks on the side. And this is on a New Balance. This is on a New Balance that looks like it's trying to mix together like a dad's running shoe with like a skater shoe. Everything about this is so fucked up. The color scheme, the aesthetic, the stupid fucking image, this graphic. And these shoes look probably worse, that he's actually wearing this old fart. I'm sorry, you can't wear like a tan looking shoe that's also a skater shoe, that's also a running shoe, that matches your tan colored hat and you're old and fat. Military skater shoe. Yeah. But even like a military person probably has more swag than this. Black kids bullied me for wearing this in high school. Jesus, Jimbo, you're ruthless. I'm trying my best here, okay? He's not even that fat. It's just, this face is not flattering. What are you wearing in high school? That's probably like 4 or 5 years ago for you. What could you possibly be wearing in high school that's this level of ugly? I shouldn't talk, dude. My fits in high school were so crazy. Dude, I used to wear like running shoes with either ankle socks or like calf socks that were just a little too long. Wear the basketball shorts and the sport t-shirt. And not like a sporting t-shirt that's like flowy, like one that I got at a sporting event. Like I'm wearing like a white t-shirt with like a fucking baseball tournament graphic on it with like bright red fucking basketball shorts. Dude. And I still pulled, so anything is possible, guys. Never give up.
Kind of just get on the cover of Thrasher. We just saw it with Curran Caples as well. I don't think that's what Thrasher is supposed to be. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think Thrasher is supposed to showcase the best skateboarding that happened that month, and the coolest photo goes on the front, not the photo that will maximize New Balance shoe sales. I don't think that that is supposed to be what you guys are there for. It seems like the strategy now is to play it as safe as possible. I don't think that's what skateboarding is about. I like Curran Caples, for example. He just got a shoe, but that shoe is like 3 shoes combined as a new shoe. Like but that shoe is like 3.
This, you can get away with this because the color scheme isn't insane. It's very black, so you don't even really notice how it's like, it's got like a weird sporty kind of aesthetic to this middle panel. You don't even really notice it. If you squint, this looks like a normal shoe.
Shoes combined as a new shoe, like skateboarding.
Meanwhile, you squint and you're looking at the fucking Grinch. You're looking at a military boot in a running shoe mixed with a skater shoe. This is beyond fucked up.
Shoes right now are like the fucking car market, where every car is like the same.
You're a corn-fed country boy, so I'm sure pussy was being thrown at you. I lied, okay? Dude, it was rough for me. I got nothing until I like switched my style up to something remotely human. And even then, it was literally a girl from a different school. Wait, that was actually after. No, same school, first relationship. But I had to switch. I had to put the swag on. I'm thinking about freshman year. Freshman year, I was so fucked.
As every other car, and it's all combined and shitty and bulbous.
You did the meme? Dude, you can tell how old I am because I met that girl on Vine. I swear to God, I wish I had my old Vines so bad. There might be one of them that's like on an old iPhone. But dude, my old Vines were so good, it actually got me laid. I miss that app so much.
And gray. I think that if the shoe brands had the mentality today in like the late 2000s, there would be no Janowski because that would have been too crazy. That would have been too off the wall. That would have been seen as too great a risk. Yeah, I think skateboarding is currently grappling with...
Everyone in the country is chopped unless you got that Rancher Riz. I should also probably correct the record. I've recently moved into the country. I used to be from like the suburbs in like a relatively rich area. So like there was not a whole lot of ranchers. There was like a group. There was like 5-10 black kids. There was 5-10 ranchers. And then like all the other normal social groups in a high school.
With the new evolution and the reinvention, you know, what's going to be the next era of skating? Because I've talked.
You just gave me PTSD, dude. One of my gym teachers would come into the fucking locker room when they're not supposed to, and we'd start talking about baseball. And he'd be like, "Yeah, you need soft hands for baseball. I bet you got real soft hands, boy." Like unironically, like talking that shit about playing the infield. And then there was rumors going around that guy got fired for putting a camera in the girls' locker room, which is rumors. You know, high schoolers love talking that shit about their creepy gym teacher. But I have a firsthand experience. I might have been groomed a little bit, but I was too headstrong to actually get raped. You'd never catch me getting raped.
Talk to some people about this, and the most common counterpoint that's brought up is, well, actually, it's not.
You are a victim. Never been raped, never been robbed. I'm too strong. I'm elite. I'm valid in the street. And something about my booty hole. Caught my booty hole lacking. Yeah.
Not really that the OGs and the old heads and the legends are hogging the spotlight. It's more to do with the fact that the young guys aren't pulling their weight. There's no like superstars in the way that we have Costin P. Rod and Reynolds and Tony Hawk. We don't have those guys anymore.
For the record, we do sort of have guys that are adjacent to that. It just doesn't feel like skateboarding is as big as it was, especially in the mainstream this time around, where, you know, obviously Ryan Sheckler had a TV show, Bam had a TV show, Tony Hawk had video games. Like, we do have Nyjah and Yuto. They feel kind of limited. Yuto might be gigantic in Japan, but like in the United States, Nyjah is nowhere near the level that some of these other guys in the past have reached.
It's hard to know because in the world that we live in right now, these guys are absorbing a lot of resources that could be going elsewhere in the industry. You know,
very true. Okay. He's probably going to talk about it, but in like one of the recent X Games or the major skating events, just out of nowhere at like in like the very middle of the vert section where you have the big half pipes, we've got all these like new guys doing their thing, doing crazy shit. And then Tony Hawk comes in. He's not a contestant. They just wanted to watch him skate. He's like the halftime show. And then all of the attention goes to Tony Hawk. Nobody talks about the new Asian kid that did a fucking 2140 with 16 rotations and did a kickflip, late kickflip in the air. Is Bam still on a metric ton of drugs? Bam has gotten clean and he's relearning how to skate. And it's like, it's what do you call it when it's like happy and sad? What is that fucking phrase? It's bittersweet because like he looks so old and broken and very fat, but you know he's on a better path than when he was like happy and doing drugs and like in the peak of his career, because he almost died so much. Bittersweet. Yeah, thank you. I got there eventually, but yeah. You could tell me there's the meme. There's the Sam Hyde meme of saying Bam died every other day. And I'll believe it every time.
We're going to get to a point where skating is going to hit a wall, and you're not going to be able to make Gino push for the next Asics shoe because he's going to look like a skeleton. He's already doing so little as it is. He's been phoning it in for like a decade. Go look at his Instagram page.
Dude, Bam is doing this shit, and he's like fat and disabled.
Unfreaking believable.
Yeah, Gino fucking sucks. Like, who actually likes Gino?
I like his shoes better than the last guy, but for someone who looks more like a skater, you should probably be skating better than Bam. And I haven't heard of this guy having some kind of crazy illness, no fucking addictions, no disabilities. This guy should probably be a bit cooler.
Oh, you can't say it. Gino has impacted my life zero.
This nigga's legendary? Based on what? What has he done? What the fuck knows Gino is outside of the local ghetto community?
You think I'm gonna pretend to like Gino Iannucci? This new shoe release, by the way, this is a perfect example. This isn't even his pro model. They used Gino to release this shoe. They're like, Gino, come up with some colorways for us, you know? You're some kind of skateboarding genius, right? You design the first colorways, and then if you do that, we can plaster your face all over Instagram to promote these things at a hockey rink for some fucking reason. This was Gino's master plan, by the way. He's like, what if I made a black shoe and a white shoe? Oh my God. How did you come up with that, Gino? For the premier colorways of a shoe, you made a black one and a white one? Oh, wow. Nobody would have thought about that. Good thing you guys used him to design these colorways. Do you think kids are looking at this and
I honestly don't even hate these shoes. I really don't. But I understand the Gino hate. Have a little bit more swag, have a little bit more steez, if you're so noteworthy.
Being like, oh, Asics are cool. There's a guy in a locker room with a lamp and a bag of milk. What the
Wait,
fuck?
What the fuck? That's actually... Dude, this is my fucking gym teacher from high school with rewatching the camera footage that he put inside of a locker with his carton of milk and lamp, his seductive low light yellow light lamp. This is very gym teacher coded. What is the milk and an ornate lamp for?
In a locker room with a lamp and a bag of milk. What the fuck? Where are you aiming? And this isn't just Asics. This is all over the fucking board. Again, this guy did a tail stall in the promo video.
This nigga's legendary.
And he's the main dude. How is this the main dude? This can't be your main dude.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
These guys are going to either drop dead or be so obviously old that it's going to be just completely ludicrous that you would try to associate them with an action sport. People are so nostalgic and fearful of the current moment. They want to rewind. They want to watch old movies. And if they're not, and you can't make any money if you're a studio.
They remade Lilo and Stitch? I mean, this guy looks kind of cute and cuddly. But the little Asian girl is really off-putting. Not that this one isn't. Not that the original little Asian girl isn't kind of fucked up looking. Lilo and Stitch remake. Oh my. No, I remember seeing the mom because... Nice. But no, the new Stitch, live action Stitch is kind of cool. Kind of fuck with this little fella, this little rapscallion. He low-key kind of cute. This is what Gremlins should have been. They should have been all mischievous. They shouldn't have been a horror film.
From people watching old movies, so you just remake the old movies again. We're seeing that in skateboarding with video game re-releases, shoe re-releases, redesigns, rehashes. Why is it that people that work at these major shoe brands who make massive decisions in skateboarding, I mean, these are the shoes that we wear, these are the guys that decide what comes out and what is made.
Okay, these Dunks suck. We already know these 933 New Balances suck. I'm torn on these ones up here. It's like so absurd that I kind of fuck with it. It's like Balenciaga core, where it's like there's so much going on. You can't even begin to unpack this. And if you have an equally crazy fit going on, this might be the icing on the cake. So I don't totally hate top left up here. This is some shit Gamma's girlfriend would wear. Can't you see this girl wearing these?
Well, hello guys. It's been a while. It's been 3 weeks.
They're in style.
Asking why do they keep providing so much cultural
like when black rappers wore Bape. Yes. Yes, Bape is equally as crazy. This might be a little bit more obscure. Bape kind of had a theme going on. You might have to get even crazier than Bape to match this in an outfit. But I see the vision here. It's a very like schizophrenic vision, but it's in style.
Purchase to these old guys. And I think from what I understand, a lot of these guys that work at these shoe brands, first of all, they're terrified of making a mistake because it's hard to get one of these jobs in skateboarding. It's like a cushy corporate gig. Nobody wants to give that up. So they're playing it safe. Secondly, I think that because these are older guys and they want to celebrate and recognize the guys that they grew up watching, like they're picking their faves to give shoes to. I think that combination of things is why we're seeing skateboarding having such massive dinosaur representation. At this point, I think it's a bit of a trite remark to bring up the fact that in the 17th and 18th centuries, they used to treat nostalgia as a legitimate psychiatric medical condition. But
that's awesome if true. But holy fuck, dude. How did Nike drop this? Whose shoe is this? Dude, I wore something in this colorway when I was in like middle school. And it was nowhere near this fucking ugly. Dude, the only salvageable part about this shoe is like this dark black panel. Get rid of the fucking color. Change the color on this, on the swoosh. Get rid of this fucking pattern. Do something else. Don't make it look like a wannabe rich, like fake rich designer, hood rich designer type fucking shit. Why are you putting this weird like insole or whatever cushiony thing here on a shoe that's supposed to look fancy, I guess. Oh, dude, it's kind of like the other shoe where it was just chaotic, but this one, they totally lost the meta. There's no vision here. Maybe, well, hold on. Hold on. Maybe you could ironically wear this in a crazy fit. I'll suspend my judgment until I see it in an outfit.
But you look at this, this is the latest colorway of the P-Rod re-release, right? Am I the one who's crazy? Or does this look ancient? This is certainly not a timeless shoe.
Okay, we can hate on nostalgic shit, but that shit comes back in style every once in a while. The style thing is a cycle. So you have to get very open-minded to understand where this could go. But yes, the initial reaction to this is, holy shit, what the fuck? Why? But if you suspend your disbelief and you imagine the most godly fit to match with this, I think it's possible. I think it could be worn successfully.
Like, this isn't like, oh, you know, it's one of the classics. You can't go wrong with the P-Rod 1. Even something like the Leo Baker shoe, which is hilarious that they even released this Apex wokeness from Nike, that they put this thing out. But even that shoe is like designed.
Why does it look so big? Is it because it's brown? Maybe it's like the swoosh placement. It just looks so big. Wall of Ryan Thomas. Hi, big Aaron. It looks so big, dude. It's so big and brown.
From Nike that they put this thing out. But even that shoe is like designed in a much more appealing contemporary fashion than these P-Rods. I think these P-Rods look like cheap Dunks. Like, they look like a Nike 6 point.
Guys. Why did it say Edgelord and then Hedge?
I've been waiting to talk about Edgelord for a while now, and I will even say initially I was kind of excited and intrigued by Edgelord, especially because they had so much negative press and attention that made them appealing to me, where I was like, okay, they're doing something different. When there's so much complaint and conversation about skateboarding stagnating and being...
Don't be talking to me about P-Rods. That's a good reaction to this, because P-Rod is washed. Unlike mine.
boring and all the videos looking the same, etc., etc., etc. Blondie recently did a Bunt podcast interview, and during his not so rapid fire section, I think if the rapid fire is the majority or the largest segment of the podcast, I don't think you can call that a rapid fire anymore. That is just the interview continued.
All right, worst company. That's too easy. Edgelord. It has to be Edgelord. Perfect. Edgelord is... What is Edgelord? Oh, I mean, really. It's a prank that I'm not sure the skaters are even in on. I'm not sure anyone is in on it, besides Harmony Korine himself. Who's there for the right reason?
And that's kind of what Edgelord looks like. They have this hodgepodge random group of people. It's like Asphalt Yacht Club. There's no rhyme or reason or logic to this. Whoever put this together doesn't really understand skateboarding or what a team is supposed to be. How the fuck is it Sean Pablo, Vincent Tuzeri, and then Eric Costin?
I see the vision, okay? In a world of viral media marketing or whatever you call it, if you shitpost instead of taking yourself extremely seriously, you can both get a fuckload of bad press, which is press at the end of the day, and Ideally, you win over some brain rot Zoomers. That probably didn't happen because their videos suck so bad. Did they edgelord skate? Is this the one? Yeah, dude, look at these videos. So we've got just generic like acid trip visuals with like demonic AI bullshit. And then the skating, the actual skating clip is so hard. It's so hard to even see. He's doing like a 5-stair, he's doing like a tray down a 5-stair, shove it. Like, I can't even tell what trick this is because it's so fucking... Maybe with some decent, like, cool music, this works. The whole video is like this. It's 23 minutes of this bullshit. This is not hard. This is not hard. You got a fucking editing student to do this, and he tried all of his little tricks on it, and it's not tough. No, Gamma. TS is not tough. SickVid only had 3 seizures. It insists upon itself. It's different. It's like you AI generated a bronze 56K video. Bro said use all the effects. I wish it was Gucci Mane. Yeah, this goes... It might be tough if you had, like, cool music, but now we've got little kids singing. We've got a children's choir. And no, there's not going to be a sick beat drop. It's going to be a children's choir the whole fucking time. They had so much press. They had so much eyes on this. Just to drop a total load of hot, stinky shit. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm Slappy to a Nolly, man. Fuck. Did I get kicked out of Sliggin server, or do you not ping in there anymore? I don't ping in Sliggin server. I want Sliggins to come back, and I don't want to desecrate his holy land. Jimbo definitely sang in a children's choir from Home Alone. No, asshole, I was in band. I was in band, like a real Sigma cool kid. Anyway, that's enough edgelord. You guys get it. That shit sucks.
Is there? Like, there's just no team camaraderie or chemistry. It's obvious they just threw a bunch of money at people. They're being paid to join something that really feels like it has no genuine attachment or roots within skateboarding itself. Based off the rumors that I've heard, the money is fucking crazy. Flow riders being paid $2,000 to $3,000. Bear in mind, flow riders don't get paid. The pros, some of these pros are getting upwards of $10,000 per month. Now, if you pay attention to skateboarding, you know the skateboarding industry isn't doing that well right now. And for a board brand, this amount of money is totally unheard of. I imagine nobody in the industry right now is even coming close to 10K plus per month.
Wait, they're making all their money on boards? What kind of boards do they sell? Edgelord deck. Shop Edgelord. I'm about to dox myself. Fuck, dude. You've got little kids with letters. I guess these are baby versions of their pro skaters. So I guess it could be weirder, but it's not normal. More demonic baby shit. Just the fucking name of Miami with the edgelord letter thing inverted to make an M. Only because the graphic kind of works. I don't hate this one too much. I'm not paying $78 for it, but I don't hate it. They're selling keyboards, dude. What for two? Oh my god, fuck you. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Just a little bit of credit. You put the Chibi Demons. You put these guys on a board. What the fuck is this random white girl doing on your... Dude. Who the fuck is this random white girl? It's not even like overly sexualized. What the fuck? Judging by the other graphics, this is probably like a 14-year-old. Speaking of, so
for pro writers, which means the money is coming from somewhere else. This is where things get quite interesting about Edgelord, where if you do some research about Edgelord's funding, you will come to find that people throwing money at Edgelord are these two British fellas known as the Reuben Brothers. The Reuben Brothers, and these guys are billionaires. You look these
left looks like a gay rich supervillain, and the right kind of just looks like a slightly tubby rich guy, but left looks very demonic.
These guys up all the photos of them, they have this weird airbrushing effect, like maybe they're trying to disguise their
You don't, maybe they took this picture in the Snapchat camera. You don't know.
Reptilian skin. There's something very child bloodlusty about these guys. These guys are interesting. These guys are some real entrepreneurial, industrious types that don't take no for an answer types. In the early 90s, the brothers invested in the Russian metals market when Russian aluminum smelters were incapacitated by debt. Reuben's company, Transworld, isn't that a coincidence, entered into tolling arrangements with factories in which they paid and delivered raw materials in return for finished aluminum. Transworld was accused of involvement in illegal activities.
They both got fucked up Freddie Mercury teeth. Why don't I know what those look like? Freddie Mercury. Did I spell that right? Yeah, teeth. Images. Oh, that is notable. Holy moly. Like, they look like they're, like, this guy almost looks like he has a fake, like, lineup of teeth here, but it's probably just whitening, because you can see how kind of fucked up it gets over here. And then this guy's shit's fucked up. This guy's shit's, he might have some fucked up Freddie Mercury teeth.
Including several murders?
Veneers? But if he has veneers, that shouldn't be like offline. Like, this guy almost has veneers. I like calling it a lineup better. He lined his teeth up.
What?
Work out the low taper fade on his jawline.
Several murders? These guys wouldn't murder anybody. You can tell by looking at them. The brothers were involved with several members of the country's new oligarchies. Vadim Yasvazov, Felix Lvov, and Oleg Kantor. All guys in 1995 that were, I guess they must have been interfering with the money somehow.
You guys remember how these, I think I closed the video, but that video was not Russian oligarch money levels of good. I am not too worried about these Russian investors in skateboarding because they can't make a good video. I fully support the skaters taking money from these guys because skaters need money. And I don't think this is changing much about the scene.
house, so they got smoked by the Rubin brothers. One of the smelting plants under their operation was even likened to a concentration camp, and there were reports of rampant environmental pollution. So these guys are evil. We're taking advantage of like a unstable economic situation in Russia, and they're like, yeah, let's throw money at this, and then we'll turn these smelting factories into
I see where he's coming from. Okay, it's evil. I mean, you could run like the retarded vegan argument where it's like, oh, we get our phones from mines in Africa that are unethical. And yeah, these skateboarders could just go get a job. They could probably make money off skateboarding, just have to, you know, pinch pennies a little bit to go without taking this unethical money. But I mean, somebody's got to take it, and at least they're not, I don't know, dude. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I blame these skaters for taking this money. Like, they probably didn't know, but that's not necessarily an excuse. No ethical consumption or capitalism or whatever. But I mean, if we're being nuanced about it, if we're being like nuanced. Oh, that's the retarded vegan argument. Yeah. I think there's probably more nuance here. You can probably blame the skaters a decent amount. Yeah. I don't know. I'm having trouble finding like a real parallel to this that I can compare, but I want to defend them. I want to just say like fuck it and take the money. But it's not like these skateboarders are starving to death and they can't get a job. It's like, you can do other things than take this money.
Concentration camps, and they'll squeeze it for all the profit they can get. Now they're like real estate tycoons, and now they're giving money to the creative mastermind of Edgelord, and that's Harmony Corrini. And this is a photo of Harmony and Ray of Edgelord, and that's
what the fuck? This guy has a weird obsession with babies. Did you hear the Dave Blunt's Kanye diss? I did. That's so awesome. We'll probably do the outro with that. That'll be our outro tonight.
And this is a photo of Harmony and Rachel Corinne. We're part of a November 2023 FIDF. That doesn't stand for fuck IDF. Friend of Israel Defense Forces fundraiser in Miami.
Oh, dude. Russian money, Israeli pedophile creative director. What the fuck? How can this get worse? The Zog is overpowering my mind. Dude, I was already like at my tipping point with the Russian concentration camps. And now we have the Zog pedophile creative director. Oh my god.
Florida that raised over $10 million U.S. to directly support the Zionist army committing a genocide in Palestine. Now, if you object to that definition, here's all the different lists of organizations that classify it as such. And then here are a bunch of other war crimes, large-scale killing and use of starvation as a weapon of war with the intent to destroy Gaza's population. This is genocide, ethnic cleansing.
Guys, this popped up on my recommended. This is way better than any of the other drama that I have, or all the funny videos I have. I have like a libtard react moment. I can like soy out to this Peaceful Puppets person talking about the lady who got stabbed on the train or whatever on the bus. Remember this bitch? This is our new content cop.
Tight. It will make more sense in a little bit.
There's her. There's the Indian fatigue guy.
I have $2.
Where he just makes it an Indian guy and then it says poop. I got like 5 minutes into this video. I'm sure I'll do the same thing with this one. That's basically all I have left. This is getting good.
And Harmony Korine, he went to a fundraiser, and these guys also, these Rubin brothers, they've donated tens of millions of dollars to Israel. I mean, this is extremely freaky shit. Earth-shattering, terrifying information to learn about a skateboarding brand, and your favorites like Eric Costin boasting about their association with this company, standing fieldside at a Rams game as a guy who's in his 50s with this stupid fucking mask on, totally fine and willing to accept money from people donating to the most heinous acts in modern history. It's really hard for me to look at Costin now and feel anything other than contempt for the person that he's become. He hangs out drinking.
Oh, look at this fucked up fit. Oh,
anything other.
Black on black on black with a neon yellow gardening glove, some stupid ass looking blue basketball shoes, and an ankle sock that, frankly, I think he's too old to pull off this ankle sock. I think this is a new age ankle sock. You know, back in my day, we wore the mid calves. He needs to be in ankles, like below the ankle or knee highs. This is, you're too old for this, buddy.
Than contempt for the person that he's become. He hangs out drinking beers with.
And we're just raw dogging the tray flip footage. Your whole clip is a tray flip. You're washed, buddy.
Guys that are 20 years younger than him in these ridiculous.
Bro, it looks like he just dressed out for gym in middle school. Dude, even my school gym uniform would have gone harder than this stupid fucking black on black fit with his, oh my god.
Supreme hype beast outfits. And when was the last time you saw the guy do a trick on his skateboard without this weird passive aggressive and sarcastic energy about him? All I see.
Your whole clip, strike two. Your whole clip is a slappy 50-50, possibly the easiest grind of all time, is a whole clip to this guy.
Now is a totally undignified vessel of a human being who just shows up wherever there's money to collect. With Edgelord, even if there wasn't all this weird Zionism and...
Okay, for context, in the middle of the Edgelord video, I think this is Eric Costin, some old drunk bastard. Is his whole part in the video is him drinking at bars, and then him bringing his camera into the bathroom and filming himself pee. Which it's a one-person bathroom, I'm pretty sure. If not, it's like a stall and a urinal. So, I mean, arguably a little weird, but in the middle of all those like stupid AI psychedelic demonic graphics, it's just a video of this guy partying and like pissing, and it's the most like skater punk thing about the video, which is admittedly like a low bar, but I just we have context for this guy pissing on camera. I don't believe in race realism outside one truth, which is that black dudes are genetically predisposed to matching their clothes colors. I knew a wigga. I knew a white boy in high school who played like baseball and golf, and he would come into school with orange shoes, orange shorts, orange and white shirt, and an orange hat. And his fits were like this every fucking day. Admittedly, I was in a very white neighborhood, so I didn't see a whole lot of black dudes. But I might be a little bit biased on that one, Big A, Ron. I might need to see some evidence. You might have to send me some funny pictures of black people with matching colored fits. I've definitely seen the pictures before, but I want you to send me some funny pictures.
Murder involved. It's completely uncool to skate for a
Just send me to Bob or Dominion.
brand that is not created by skateboarders and is funded by billionaires. Buying boards from board companies run by actual skaters is one of skateboarding's most basic and fundamental principles. Edgelord is never going to be...
Dude, when in Africa, do as the Africans do. African fashion. Nah, this shit hard. Nah, they can pull it off. What the fuck? Dude, they're basically just wearing onesies, is what I'm getting from African fashion. They all get to wear onesies. Shit, low-key hard. Big fan of the Africans, I must say.
Be a cool skateboarding company for 1,000 reasons, but more importantly than anything, because it's not a skateboarding company. And I don't even think you can make the argument, these guys don't know about any of this. This took me 5 fucking minutes to research this stuff. They're just getting away with this. I don't think they should be getting away with this. You guys think they should be getting away with this? And Costin, he's very similar to a lot of the other old guys in here, specifically P-Rod, where people don't give a shit about selling out or being a good person or a bad person. They don't give a fuck. All they care about is promoting their own personal brand, staying relevant, getting notifications on Instagram, and squeezing what's left of their shitty career for everything they possibly can, even if it means demeaning and humiliating yourself in this way, which is a good time to talk about P-Rod. P-Rod just recently did a thing with Airbnb where you pay him like $150 to hang out with him for 3 hours at a skate park.
What?
What's up, guys?
This is Paul Rodriguez, and I'm here to let you know that I'm opening up the Primitive Skate Park for my personal Airbnb experience.
What? So you're getting paid $50 an hour, probably less for the cut of whoever Airbnb maybe? What the fuck are you doing? It can't be one-on-one. He's got to be making at least $100 an hour to hang out with random people.
So if you ever wanted to skate here, now's your chance.
Excuse me?
What is wrong with you? Either have you no shame? The levels that you're stooping to now, not only to like make money, and then also I feel like there is an element to this as well where P-Rod wants to feel good about himself. He wants to be adored. He wants to be admired. There reaches a certain point of a celebrity's career, I think, where it's sort of a hassle to deal with all of the attention, and then you turn a corner and you get a little bit older and you're not as desirable, you're not as hot as you once were, and then you start to realize, oh man, I really liked all of that stuff. And so now P-Rod, $150 to come hang out with him at a skate park, and you know only the most ravenous, freaky P-Rod fans are going to show up to that, because why the fuck would you do that? I mean, the amount of media put on any one of the 8,000 podcasts he has recently participated in, close your eyes, and you can hang out with P-Rod for free.
You know, you're a big inspiration to the Latino community.
First and foremost, I look up to Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, the more
Oh my God.
I study and the more I'm...
What is that rule in Christianity? Thou shalt not worship false idols. Tell me why Sunday service is free, but 3 hours at P-Rod's is $150. That's a sin. Cut and dry. I don't want to hear anything about your faith journey, Paul Rodriguez. You can watch all my videos on what Chris Cole has done. This is one of P-Rod's good friends, and how has P-Rod responded to this information that his buddy is awful? He's promoted the shit out of him. He actually has assisted Chris Cole in his bizarre backwards attempt to steamroll through any and all controversy surrounding this issue. Chris Cole has just made himself more available than ever. He's going on podcasts, P-Rod's live streams. Now, you know P-Rod is a fake-ass Christian because...
That's going to be awesome. I think I've seen this video about P-Rod and Chris Cole on Bert Kreischer, but you don't need to see this to understand the sadness, the sorrow that this image like evokes. Like, if you're in your golden years, you're at the peak of your career, and all you get is Bert Kreischer. I don't know, dude. Get a job. It's so... The least punk thing to do in life is be a Jesus freak publicly and interact with Bert Kreischer. Oh my god. All right, let's find out about the fake Christianity.
On podcasts, P-Rod's live streams. Now, you know P-Rod is a fake-ass Christian because this is not how you behave when your friend has been very bad. Acts of conversion. Expressing this internal change through actions such as admissions of faults. We haven't heard a single thing about that. Then we have fraternal correction. This false.
Oh, yeah. The accusations. This guy like beat his wife or something. Allegedly. Maybe. Probably.
Haven't heard a single thing about that. Then we have fraternal correction. This is where you're supposed to come in, P-Rod, in a brotherly way, correcting your friend's behavior. P-Rod's not doing that. He's doing the opposite. He's helping him get away with it. Not too surprising considering...
P-Rod could make multi six figures coaching skate for rich kids. Yeah, instead he wants to feel idolized, so he's pimping himself out for $50 an hour to his biggest insane fans. And behind him, he has the most gaudy, ugly, fucking, like, false Christian bullshit. He has golden skateboard decks. And an ugly-ass guitar. Actually, I don't mind the guitar too much, for being honest. Both of them are kind of cool. I mean, okay, this Hypnosis guitar on the right, I kind of fuck with this. I had like a toy Guitar Hero guitar that looked kind of like this. It was awesome. On the left here, kind of basic. I don't know if you hang this one on your wall. You have to be pretty good at guitar to hang this on your wall, because that means you're using that one regularly. A picture of Kobe, I think. I don't hate that. But dude, these shoes, these ugly ass shoes, and the skateboards being golden are so gaudy, and the fucking gaudy golden sneakers on both sides. And then you have like supplements that you're sponsored by, and a fucking watch. In the very front, you have a gold watch. This guy, first of all, is a very bad Christian. I don't think Jesus was like rich or anything. I don't think he spoke fondly of rich people. And second, it's just, oh, it's so depressing looking at this. This is so sad. P-Rod can bounce back. So this guy is not the one who like allegedly beat his wife. So he can turn this around. He just has to like totally flip his life on its head and just go the opposite direction. And he might do it considering how unhappy he looks. So I have hope for P-Rod. This Chris Cole guy, this Jesus freak, wife beater, allegedly. I don't know. I think Chris Cole might be cooked.
Who he has hanging up in his study here. Spiritual direction and acceptance of suffering. Actually, maybe going on Bert Kreischer's cooking show was a form of penance and an acceptance of suffering.
I don't even know the Bible stories. I don't even know what they say. And like, I'll start forming my opinions and thoughts on certain things, and I'll be like, what am I basing this off? I haven't even read the thing. I don't even know. Yeah. So I started digging in and started like reading the New Testament.
You said you've only read a little bit of the Bible. Maybe you haven't gotten to the whole part about
your wife not being okay. And for the record, I'm not suggesting.
Okay, you can't beat your wife, that's true. But Bible does say that you can rape her for like 50 bucks. A couple shillings. You get to rape her. If you rape her and get her pregnant, that's a discount. That's like 2.5 shillings. But only if you marry her afterwards.
That P-Rod can't hang out with his buddy Chris Cole, publicly disavow him and throw him under the bus, etc., etc., etc. But this has never even been acknowledged. The only acknowledgement from Chris Cole is denying it, and P-Rod has never addressed it to my knowledge, which means you're just helping the guy. And by the way, he's fucking 100% definitely, probably, allegedly guilty as fucking shit. What's particularly annoying to me about what P-Rod is currently doing is this classic Christian grift maneuver where you announce that you're now a servant of the Lord, then you automatically gain massive praise from your audience. Like that reel has 30,000 likes. P-Rod doesn't exhibit any Christian behavior whatsoever. Like if you pay attention to the guy, his entire existence revolves around promoting his own interests and his brand and his vapid materialistic life. He doesn't do anything Christ-like. He's not volunteering at soup kitchens or teaching homeless guys how to tray flip. He just looks for new ways every day to get attention on the internet while offering nothing intelligent or substantive in return. People lap this shit up. They're so quick to give social merit to people who announce they believe in God. Like, who gives a fuck? Examine the person's actions and judge them based on that, not upon what religious affiliation they're promoting on Instagram. How is that impressive? I don't think that P-Rod is like shrewd or calculating or cynical enough to consciously realize what he is doing. I don't even think that P-Rod thinks about this stuff. I think that he's just a narcissist who's addicted to talking about himself, and this is another subject by which he's able to do that. And what's funny is...
Holy truth, Nick. So, that was awesome. I forgot I knew the word vapid until he said it again. That was awesome. The Bible lays out the rules for rape like the rule book to the game of Monopoly. So true, dude. That's my favorite part about the Bible. I don't know how much more of this video I want to watch. I don't know if I have anything original to say. Oh, he'll get to Tim Pool. Oh, we gotta hang in there.
Nike is cool with all of this shit. Nike likes what P-Rod is doing. It used to be that if you were a celebrity or you were good at something, you would pop up and do interviews and go on shows and make posts or whatever if you had something to promote. What's interesting about P-Rod is that he just does this now. P-Rod promotes himself as a product. P-Rod now perceives himself to be some kind of like entertainer or influencer. And what bothers me specifically is what P-Rod is promoting, which is this idealization and this craving that he has to participate in some of the lowest forms of entertainment. He wants to befriend and get in with, you know, podcast comedians, a group of people that by their own fans are studied and observed, not with admiration, but with disdain. People actually tune into a lot of these shows because they hate watch these guys.
If you didn't know, Bert Kreischer's entire fan base is either alcoholic old men or hate watchers. He has the most hate watchers of any comedian ever. If you guys know, like any of those big YouTube channels, if you guys know, what's his name? What's his name? He's the GOAT. I have him in my Discord. Hold up. Docket. Say his name. His name is Red Bar. If you guys know Red Bar, Bert Kreischer is one of his main targets. Being on Bert, being on the Kreischer show, extremely disgraceful stuff. You are the farthest thing from Tony Hawk you could possibly imagine, and your life will never be. No, I can't even fucking talk, dude. He'll never make it. Bert might be top 3 lolcow of all time. I fuck with Red Bart, yeah. Yeah, Bert. Bert rolls with the punches a little bit too much to be in my top. Well, I don't know. I haven't really fleshed that list out. He's up there. If he was a little bit more sensitive in public, I'd give it to him.
Starting to see this more and more now where pro skaters are trying to leverage what's left of their careers into appearances on these sycophantic Piranha Fest social climbing internet slop shows. These videos are brain dead normie content, like stuff for people who have no interest. They have no idea what to watch, so they just watch crap. The worst part is these pros or ex-pros, they can't even get booked for anything decent. They have to disgrace themselves on some dude's like third string podcast. You know, we're supposed to be cool. Deferring to washed up attention whore comedians is the least cool thing that you can do. This just makes us all look worse as a group. Normalize shaming status obsessed skaters. Next time you see a guy that used to have a soda sponsor in 2014 doing a collaborative IG reel with a fat comedian, report it for terrorism. That's your civic duty to the skateboarding community.
So true. I don't know anything about this one. Bumbleclat. Isn't this guy named like Jason or something? Kind of looks like the one guy from the podcast, the white guy whose wife gets fucked by black men. You guys know who I'm talking about. Jim Bob, check Discord. Bumbleclat. Bumbleclat, pussyclat. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, this goes hard. Personally, it would speak to me on a spiritual level if you censored the O in woman. But I think this has better appeal. I think this would probably read to a more general audience a little more clearly. And maybe we can, okay, if we look at the size of this image, we can probably, here, let me bring this into Paint. Copy image. Paint. Okay, can I zoom out? Dude, fuck this old ass Paint software. I literally got a I cannot talk. Okay. I personally think we can make this woman part a little larger. Come on, give me that corner. Also, if you really want to bring home the incels, instead of woman, hear me out. I just got to draw over this. Holy fuck. Dude, this paint, I need to get a different paint part. This is actually so bad. Void. Nah, we're not gonna write void. We're getting there, though. The OG incel word that'll speak to the normies is just calling the woman female. Come on. Nah, this is not, I don't know. This, in retrospect, I don't know which one's better. I don't know. See, if we go back and then we put the paint source on, and I just make this a little smaller. I don't know. I think I'm torn. But I'm glad I could at least give you a little bit of inspiration in case something can be enhanced. I was thinking Hole. Dude, Hole is nasty. Hole is gross. Okay, check Discord. Yeah. Yeah, this one reads like a little bit more genuine. But it's obviously still a joke. But I think this one does a little bit more numbers. And I like the alliteration. Liar, fraud, female. It kind of rolls off the tongue probably a little bit better. I wonder if we can like, what's that app that makes your pictures look prettier? Can we like Facetune this girl to be even more grotesque and fucked up? We can make her lips like massive and like giant Gyaru makeup eyes. Just airbrush her a little bit. Hi, Jimbo. Hi, Chris. Can you show Hole? Hi. So, back to the topic. Look at this wigger. Get a load of this wigger.
For a long time for this. We could go away for a long time for this.
Fake patriot. Fair weather homosexual. Some devastating allegations we're about to hear.
I know what I'm doing, you know?
This is a recent announcement from the Boonies, which is Tim Pool's skateboarding brand.
So Tim has this Grandmaster Galaxy Brain plan to revitalize the interest in skateboarding among the youth and then funnel that interest into conservative ideology.
Wolfmate says, I'm assuming this is Jason Ellis. I was retired, but I'm back, baby. Pro for Boonies HQ. Basically, Tim Pool's bottom bitch. And my pro model is coming soon. I'm a bit rusty and sore, but now that I'm pro again, I'm skating every day. And as you can see, it's going great. Bandaged emoji. Smile emoji.
We are building this massive skate park. This is a massive undertaking that will have a tremendous influence on young people.
Tim Pool is like the kid with oppositional defiance disorder if he went to a skate park and then became a Russian grifter, and now it's his turn to get back at the skaters. He'll do anything to like fake that he's cool and punk and hip, and he didn't even want to be friends with those skaters. But really, this is just a sad, broken little boy inside. I did it, Jim Bob. It is up. Awesome. We'll watch the outro will be Dave Blunt's Kanye diss, and we'll, if no one's live, we'll raid into Gamma's video.
And get them more involved in the worldview that we believe is a better and more moral worldview.
He thought, yeah, let me bring this 53-year-old vert skater out of retirement because kids are going to be all over that. What a fucking genius.
Professional skateboarder, Jason Ellis. Represent the Boonies.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good brand. One that is.
I'm still curious. I didn't see that part, so I might just throw that up while I like go to bed or play skate or whatever I do.
deliberately political, one that is seeking to use skateboarding as like a grooming tool. This is a guy.
That's disrespectful. Tim Pool is the lyrics of right-wing grifters. Effortlessly hilarious. Okay, in that sense of the word, I see where you're going with that. I think lyrics is a little bit too cool to be compared to Tim Pool. Didn't lyrics do like something drama worthy recently where he was on drama streams again? I did not catch that drama. I don't know what happened with that. Guys, if you couldn't tell by the topics of my streams, I'm getting kind of like bored of YouTube commentary drama. Like, I got into this when like Jar happened and I stumbled across a Chud stream. And I mean, you know, all my streams are just, look at this funny video I found. But lyrics to me is the funny guy who said all the funny lolly, he wants to date like little blonde girls type shit. So Tim Pool could never.
Tim Pool, you may have heard about this. An indictment filed alleges a media company linked to 6 conservative influencers, including personalities Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, but you guys don't, those are irrelevant, was secretly funded by Russian state media employees to churn out English language videos that were often consistent with the Kremlin's interest in amplifying U.S. domestic divisions in order to weaken U.S. opposition to Russian interests, like it's war in Ukraine.
Okay, so of the 3 people we've reviewed so far, the first one is the Zog. Okay, we have the Russian-funded Zog pedophile skateboarding team. Then we have the wife-beating fake Christians. And then we have the full-on Russian right-wing grifter team. It's so sad that like just a little bit of money is enough to like outshine all of the organic like punk kind of skating teams and personalities. Like there's not really a whole lot of money in skateboarding, so you get one guy who's taking Russian money and he can make a more like a higher production value thing than the fucking X Games. Like it's been so dead for so long.
Ukraine. Are you fucking kidding me, man? What? That's your boss? This guy was getting paid $100,000 a week. Millions. 100K per episode to get on camera and deliberately say things that were polarizing and divisive.
Yeah, this guy sucks. Your reactions to random funny shit is better than drama. I think, yeah, I'm better in this lane. I mean, drama is cool, but I don't think I would be a good drama streamer personally. I think it's a skill issue on my end. You know, I could be like the super loud gamma type streamer where I think out some opinions and then I yell at you guys for 2 hours. But I mean, I just had a long day at work. I fucking worked out afterwards. I don't even know if I have it in me to yell at you guys for that long. Dude, I took a little bit of pre-workout before going live just so I wouldn't be like fucked up and sleepy, and I'm already like yawning. I'm an old sleepy man.
And confusing to his listeners. He was working for Putin. This is literally treason. Tim Pool's response to this, by the way, was, I didn't know.
I didn't know. I mean, it's the same shit with Edgelord. It's like, why am I getting paid $100,000 an episode? I don't know. I have no idea. Meanwhile, he's on camera saying
Ukraine is the enemy of this country. Ukraine is our enemy, being funded by the Democrats. I will stress this again. One of the greatest enemies of our nation right now is Ukraine.
they're the country that we need to be most concerned about. Oh, I wonder why he would say that. You know, I wonder if that aligns with Russian interests invading those poor fuckers. And by the way, Jason Ellis, yeah, I'll work for literally an enemy of the state. Somebody who should be classified as a traitor. This is a traitor to the United States.
All right, to be fair, that's kind of punk. Working for arguably a terrorist organization, kind of punk. I'll give it to him.
United States, to the empire, actively working against our interests. And this is all related to skateboarding. It's fucking bizarre.
To compound this irony even further, Jason Ellis's new sponsor is Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Oh my god, dude. Okay, so two things. I think it would be a lot more punk if they were openly like hating the US, like Hassan style, where he's just like, fuck it, we deserve 9/11. No, Tim Pool is like a liar and a pussy bitch. And then conversely, I'm torn on Black Rifle Coffee Company. What did Red Bar say about them? Red Bar said there's a new type of dad, and it's the Black Rifle Coffee Dad. They spend a lot of time grilling, and they have a lot of money, and their kids are well parented. They're not spoiled. But there's just absolutely no swag involved. I don't think Black Rifle Coffee has a place in skateboarding. This is like a golf sponsor. This is like a baseball sponsor. It's very baseball.
Which is founded by a guy who worked for the CIA and the Green Berets.
The terrifying world of political grifting and how it has become intertwined with skateboarding. I mean, what the fuck? And by the way, if you choose to accept money from this guy, you're co-signing that. Same with you, Richie Jackson. Same with you, Cody McIntyre. Where the fuck do you get off, Cody McIntyre? You got a mini ramp with a "Don't tread on me," so you're a big time patriot.
No way,
you're working.
dude. No way. This is the most fucking Virginia shit of all time. I actually don't know if this is exclusive to Virginia. I just know they have license plates that have this on them. You have the "Don't Tread on Me" bright yellow license plate, which is like just begging. See, I don't know. I'm torn on that. If you have the "Don't Tread on Me" license plate, are you begging for a policeman to pull you over and harass you? Or is it kind of like a alternative thin blue line where they're like, yeah, you have rights. I bet you don't break the law. I love libertarianism. Right next to Trump flags, hilarious irony. I know some old people who genuinely believe this is like anarchist iconography, and they're like, oh, I'm so rebellious when I put the "Don't Tread on Me" shit on my car. And it's like, I don't know if that's really what you think it is. I don't know. I don't think cops care. They might even just think you're stupid. You might as well just put a thin blue line on to keep yourself safe on the streets.
For Putin's slave there. And Richie Jackson too, how are you gonna fucking sit there? I mean, these guys are so stupid. They're so fucking dumb. And this event, by the way, I'll make a video about that soon, but holy shit, this fucking event, man. This game of skate, the way they filmed it, it looked like a hostage video.
Who's there for the right reason?
Really bad stuff, guys. Real negative. And these are the things that need to be examined and exposed.
I'm not gay.
I just turned 50 and I'm gay. Yeah, it was a bit of an accident. Not 50. But they both are not a choice, make no mistake.
There are people that are gay and there are people that are straight. And there are people that are both. I have the capability of being both.
Not a choice, make no mistake.
What the fuck is he talking about? He has the capability of being gay and straight? I can't tell if this is extremely homophobic or if he's genuinely bisexual.
But now that I live a more conservative lifestyle...
The worldview that we believe is
Okay,
a
it's
better and more
homophobic.
moral worldview.
And I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
I want to fuck you. Yeah.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Thin Blue Line and Fraternal Order of the Police. You can traffic anything, anywhere. True, Fraternal Order of the Police. Hold on. Yo, new Thin Blue Line just dropped. It's like the Star of David for killing black people. Freaking sweet. This one, I like this one more. This one, the color scheme works a little bit better.
I would fold you up and smash you. I'd probably prefer to fuck both of you at the same time, but...
I think watching gay porn, if you're straight, doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Say that again?
If you watch gay porn and you're straight, it doesn't make you want to do gay stuff.
This nigga's a homosexual.
It's funny that Jason would just announce that he's no longer gay. His opportunism across the board is so fucking predictable. He thinks he can just pick up the most popular interests, comedy, podcasting, and fighting. Totally obvious to everybody that he's copying Joe Rogan in hopes that he will, by some divine miracle, end up on his show. Jason has been more than happy to use bisexuality as a tool to earn social credit and farm material for what he calls stand-up comedy, which is actually what most dudes his age think is stand-up, which is just getting in front of an audience and way oversharing. And it's not that funny when you realize he's not joking around, he's just confessing. Now we live in a different social climate. The tides have turned, Trump is back in office, and there's some actual pressure and legislation targeted towards gay people. And guess what? He's no longer interested. Now that he's not on the winning team, he just changes sides. He's exactly the dude, if you're playing Call of Duty, when he's down. Oh, look, Jason's fucking team terrorist now. What a surprise.
Dude. This is why he's the pale king, okay? This man's looking at you like this, and there's just classical piano playing in the background as we're ranting about this dude faking not being gay anymore.
Yes, now what a surprise.
Magical.
Like, I want you to blow me.
Okay, that's cool.
Because I know you're really into it.
Yeah.
And you got a pretty face. You can suck it. This guy.
This is probably the most uncomfortable I've ever been.
No, and this guy's friends with Tony Hawk. This is one of Tony Hawk's best buddies. Like, you guys don't just get to opt out of how fucked up all of this stuff is. Hey, Tony, they're using your ramp to film Booney's HQ advertisements for Jason's new pro model board. No, Tony, you have to say something about Jason Ellis working for a Russian spy. You do. You don't just get to not have an opinion on that.
Yeah, you guys remember how Tony Hawk was like the one white guy who was going to be spared in the race war? I think he's got to go. Tony Hawk is supporting the right-wing grift. It's over, boys. Even though he's not going to say the N-word, even though he was in our favorite video games, he's on the other side. He's funding this Russian propaganda shit for Putin. Tony Hawk works for Putin. He's his bottom bitch. And he's gotta go.
And keep selling bullshit to children.
Being a pro snacker is all about having fun. Why don't you just fucking die already?
Is this a good advertisement for skateboarding? This guy's 60.
Budgets is budgeting! Tony Hawk!
How much more accurate of analogy do you need than Tony Hawk on stage at the Kids' Choice Award in front of hundreds of kids who have never heard of him? Never. They have no fucking idea who this guy is. The skateboarding is supposed to be about pissing off old guys, right? That's what we're here to do. And instead, it's just old guys. Our shit's fucked up. You know, the kids at the Kids' Choice Awards, they're not going to be thinking oh, wow, if I get into skateboarding now, it'll be a lifelong hobby that I can enjoy. They're going to be like, oh my God, look at that old bitch kick turning on stage. I'm certainly not going to be purchasing one of those anytime soon. So what are we talking about? We're talking about remakes?
I mean, listen, we talking about remakes. Not a game. We talking about remakes.
We're talking about remakes right now. What are we talking about? Remakes? Tony Hawk, unsurprisingly, yes, wanted more money and attention. So he's like, how about I release a shitty, bastardized version of a once universally adored franchise? Anyway, I don't know anything about video games really anymore. I stopped gaming. I retired.
But now I'm back.
Yeah, I thought the game was good. Didn't it have a good release? It made a bunch of money. I thought the game, I didn't play it. Don't get me wrong, not my style. I'll play Tony Hawk Underground 2 before I play Pro Skater. I'll play a modded version before I play Pro Skater. I'll play the fucked up Skate 3 type simulation games, whatever they're called, that are more realistic before I play a Pro Skater. It's just not cool. Pro Skater, I don't know. It was like a Game Boy game for 40-year-olds.
So I wanted to be sure that this thing was as shitty as I thought it would be. So, of course, I went to Reddit. I consulted the experts. I'm just going to say it. This Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4 remake is more of a reimagining than a true remake. You guys probably don't know the difference between those two words, but in gamer speak, that means that this Tony Hawk game is a scam. That means they're stealing from you. They're providing you shit and then asking for your money. I have kind of lost all interest and hype I had for it. People keep saying things like, I'm still gonna buy it. It's more Tony Hawk's, or the 2-minute format is fine, but I just don't get why we're all so quick to settle for this watered down version. Sure, 3 is probably fine, but why include 4 if it's not really 4? Good question. I actually think I have an answer for that. You want to know why Tony Hawk included 3 and 4? That's because 3 and 4 are Tony Hawk's angel numbers. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. 3 and 4 are Tony Hawk's marriage statistics. That's 3 divorces and 4 wives.
Yeah, the R and K. RTK. Just R him. K would be... Wait, did I say RTK? RTH? Ah, fuck it.
Fuck Tony, little pervert ass bitch.
What are we talking about? Remakes. We're talking about reimaginings, man. We're talking about...
Are we surprised? This guy says, this narrative is already so tiresome. Can't wait for July when the game releases and everyone can just enjoy it on its own merits. That doesn't fit my narrative, actually. So let's get out of here before people are agreeing with him. You wonder why he's wearing a purple shirt on the front of it. That's because...
This game is extremely sponsored by Taco Bell.
What?
Like, really, really, really sponsored by...
Being sponsored by Taco Bell is like... You couldn't get sponsored by Doritos or Mountain Dew. So you took the next best option. It's not even that bad though. Taco Bell is kind of hip. Taco Bell isn't the worst thing in the world to get sponsored by, but in a video game, it's pretty jarring. Yeah, it's Kino. I think if you're in a video game like over and over again, it's gonna get really tired really fast. But if it were like a live event, like you go to the skate competition and there's like a Taco Bell food truck outside, that shit would be awesome. If you got, oh dude, imagine there's like a giant upside down bell in the middle of the skate park and people are grinding on the Taco Bell. That'd be peak.
Got Tony Hawk, career athlete, and what is his message to the children? Play video games and eat Taco Bell, just like me. Yep, good advice, Tony. Then you'll be able to skateboard when you're 80 years old. And the people on Reddit, as a frequent Taco Bell enjoyer, this means so much to me. I just wish there was a Baja Blast deck. Is life worth living, or should I Baja Blast myself? If you're discussing the new Tony Hawk Taco Bell collab on Reddit, I think the answer is clear. This is how Tony actually justified this obviously greedy and unnecessary collaboration in the video game by shoving a bunch of Taco Bell bullshit in there. It's always good when they try to do this because their only choice is to lie. There's no answer that is believable as to why Tony Hawk has Taco Bell stuff in his video game other than he wants money. Here's what he said. Skating's always been about doing your own thing. No.
Okay. He's not even just going to say he likes Taco Bell. Dude. I'm going to read this and try to fucking say something valuable in the middle for the first time in this whole video. The skating's always been about doing your own thing. No rules. Just self-expression. That's why joining forces with Taco Bell is a dream come true. Hawk said in a quote provided exclusively. I mean, I guess he's saying that's just his expression. He likes Taco Bell. But saying it in this, like, bucked up, like, PR speak, this self-expression, like he's talking to his fucking therapist, it just makes it so much less believable than if he just said, yeah, I had Taco Bell before the X Games or some shit that he definitely didn't do. Taco Bell continues to lead the value game by teaming up with skateboarding icon Tony Hawk to take on the Build Your Own Lux Cravings box. That does not roll off the tongue. Only available through the Taco Bell app. That's another terrible thing, dude. Even McDonald's has the decency to sell you the Megan Thee Stallion McDonald's meal without forcing you to sign up for the McDonald's app, and so they can steal your data, sell you like targeted ads, and give your location to the NYPD at all times. And that's not a joke. The cops have your data. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. Okay. Let's hear what the Pale King has to say.
He wants money. Here's what he said. Skating's always been about doing your own thing. No rules. Just self-expression. That's why joining forces with Taco Bell is a dream come true. How? What's the connection? What? Excuse me. It reminds me a whole lot of...
I think that Doritos is connected to like skating in an authentic way.
That's how big of a bullshit artist Tony Hawk is. He's out there competing with legends of fibbing such as Mikey Alfred. Now remember, he said, there's no rules in skateboarding. Okay, Tony, then what's this? Taco Bell continues to lead the value game by teaming up with skateboarding icon Tony Hawk to share his take on the Build Your Own Lux Cravings box. Available only through the Taco Bell app and website.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? So how are there no rules in skateboarding, but I can only get the Tony Hawk Build Your Own Lux Cravings box through the Taco Bell app and website? If there were no rules, I would be able to mosey on over to my local Taco Bell and ask for the Tony Hawk meal. But there are rules, and I can't do that. So not only does this not even make any sense to begin with, it's also a lie.
Didn't catch the specific irony there, but we all know it's fucked up that they're not letting you just walk up to Taco Bell, because I don't think anyone's using the Taco Bell app. I don't know what the deals are like on there, but if we're trying to market this like a skater thing, you skate over to the Taco Bell on a whim because you're already in town. I don't know, dude. I guess because it's like a video game, the app makes more sense, but everything is just so like opposite. It's juxtaposed skating with being a fat, like retarded gamer. It's so fucked up what they did. What Tony Hawk did. Tony Hawk, the right-wing grifter, did to us.
Clearly rules in skateboarding and Taco Bell. And by the way, one of the rules in skateboarding is no working with Taco Bell. That's banned. Everyone knows that. Taco Bell Rewards members will have the chance to earn the summer's biggest reward. And what is that? The sweet release of death, you might ask? No. It's one of 500 custom skateboard decks.
Dude. Imagine putting this on your wall. Imagine you go to your Tinder date's house and right above her bed, she has the Avocado Verde Salsa Taco Bell Tony Hawk collaboration skateboard deck. Like I'm not like a criminal. I'm not from the streets, but I would probably try to sneak out with her wallet. Because she's not spending her money right. I'd probably just be doing her a service by stealing her money and her identity. Maybe her car. No, I'm not stealing your car. You definitely get in trouble for that.
The first 15 redeemed signed by Tony Hawk himself. Oh my God! Give it to me now. Skateboarding has always been about doing your own thing. There's no rules, just self-expression. I personally choose to express myself by ordering any 5, 7...
Okay, we're going to be fair. We're going to be fair and honest and open, fair and balanced. The Verde grip tape, this bright green, like grass-looking grip tape that just says Taco Bell in giant letters, is kind of like cool in an ironic way. Like there's a lot of fucked up looking skateboards that are only cool because they're ironic. Like, you know, skaters that wear the weed socks in 2025. There's that one skater who's like literally a clown and he's just wearing like rainbow hair and like fucked up looking grills. And he's got the most insane fit on. And he does like a cool trick and the clip just blows your mind because he looks so insane. He needs this grip tape. He would slay on this board. I think ironically it's cool. I don't think you can own this unironically and not get murdered in the streets. In a video game, in Minecraft.
Or $9 Lux Cravings boxes, or building my own Lux Cravings.
I bet the poster might be worth money. What? Did I miss a poster? Poster of Tony Hawk? Yeah, if we get a poster of Tony Hawk holding it, with his like weird like Sigma face, yeah. I'd pay like no more than $20 for that.
5, 7, or $9 Lux Cravings boxes, or building my own Lux Cravings box on the Taco Bell app and getting a code to unlock a unique in-game Taco Bell item each week. That's how I choose to express myself. Let's just make sure we're all on the same page here. I can earn digital items with Taco Bell Corporation branding in a remake of a video game that came out 23 years ago. I pay Taco Bell to promote Taco Bell to myself to sell myself more Taco Bell in the video game I bought now for the second time, only this time it's way shittier, and so am I. There's only one thing to say. This heckin' game rules! I just want everybody to realize this. This may be painful. This may come as a surprise. But, you're never going to be 12 years old again.
No.
Tony Hawk,
stop.
Skateboarding, they're all selling you the idea that you can feel that way again. Not gonna happen. By the way, do you know how fucking stupid you would have to be
to have this in your house? A Taco Bell deck signed.
Yes, it would be stupid, but he has to know about the ironic skating niche. There's a whole community of skaters that just wear the most outrageous shit. They do the most cursed, forbidden tricks that nobody think are cool, but they look flashy or they look funny. He has to address it. The only reason I know about irony skating is because of the Pale King. Please deliver me.
By Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk has been selling shit to his idiot fans for as long as he has been able to. These are new Tony Hawk shoes coming out, and I like this comment that said, "These are sick. When will these get released? Will they have removable soles so we can put in orthotics? Wish this was a joke." If you're concerned about your feet hurting, maybe get some shoes that aren't made out of recycled Amazon mailers.
So to finish off this video, I suppose I want to say that this was mostly just about taking the piss.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. We are all age regressing. I am age regressing as we speak. Ali Khan, do you fuck with the age regressing puppet girl? Do you know who does like Black Scent and Baby Talk, and she dresses up as a piggy sometimes? I don't know if you were here for this. This is elite.
He's got so much empathy. So much empathy. You need to donate your money, though. Oink, oink.
I just pooped my diaper to this. So,
out of these old dudes. And while I do think they are currently overrepresented, I think that is understandable and kind of makes sense given the current conditions within skateboarding, which are either, you know, skateboarding's never going to blow up again, or this is just sort of a transition period. So it kind of does track that a lot of people into skating are going to be latching on to people that make them think about when their lives were better and when skateboarding was more popular, etc., etc., etc. The issue that I see with this, though, is that it can like hamstring and prevent skateboarding maybe from growing or rebounding in the way that I think most of us would like it to. That being said, I don't think skateboarding being small is really a bad thing. It just economically sucks for the people involved. That's too bad. But if you're just a casual skateboarding hobbyist, this shouldn't affect you. Like, skateboarding is just as fun.
Yeah, I think it's a fucked up world we live in where the Russians and the Jews own skateboarding now. But ultimately, it lost on its merits and it got bought by the ultra rich and even just like the moderately rich. But on the bright side, we have, god damn it, my fucking recommended again, Yuto Horigami. Do you guys fuck with Yuto? Listen, I'm not a weeb. I don't idolize Japan. But the Japanese took skateboarding at its lowest and they gave us a superstar. The Japanese won. You have to give them the dub on Yuto. And you'll see. Japan also, notably, has one of the most anti-skating cultures. It is extremely punk to even be politely skating in Japan because they keep their streets so clean that if you're grinding down a 10-stair in the middle of Japan, someone might throw a fucking matcha tea at you. You might get boba shoved in your nostrils. Right here. Good?
Yeah.
Okay, cool graphic. Oh. So hard. He almost hit that pillar. That was so hard.
regardless of how much your favorite professionals are making. Don't buy a fucking P-Rod shoe, because that's sending the wrong message to Nike and every other shoe brand. Just don't buy. These guys are already rich, by the way. Pretty much everybody I'm talking about in this video already owns a house. They're already made men. Go support somebody who runs a brand or a company that's doing something new, something that is exciting, that actually has the potential to shape and mold the future of skateboarding and advance it, instead of purchasing products that were relevant 20 years ago. You know what I mean? That's not very productive from my point of view. I think skateboarding is always going to be fine. I don't think skateboarding is ever going to go out like scootering or BMXing or anything like that, because I don't think skateboarding is a fad. It's never really going to die. So yeah, love you guys. Bye.
Oh, we got the outro for his video.
Hey man, them ain't high heel sneakers, and they sure don't look like cowboy boots, and that ain't rock and roll you're playing.
Alright, like and subscribe, guys.
And it sure ain't country rhythm and blues.
This video needs to be
you're singing a
5
song
likes
about
higher by the
making
time this stream
love to
ends.
your drummer.
That's your homework.
Well, gay guitar pickers don't turn me on. We don't all get into Donna Summer. Do you happen to know any old Hank Williams songs?
I don't know the song. I don't know the song, and we have our own outro to do. Dave Blunt's Kanye diss. Is that that's not even? Oh, it's in there somewhere. Hold up. Diss. Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it is the same.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm gonna find the video too. Hold on.
Curtis Jackson wanna diss me, nigga must be smoking on fin. Heard your baby mama caught a cum shot 9 times, that's 50 cents. And I just got in a rap game, but I'm about as big as it gets. Why the fuck is this old nigga mad? Cause his baby mama eat shit. Nigga see what I did to Can, nigga see what I did to Snoop. Heard your baby mama eat excrement, heard your baby mama eat poop. Niggas telling me I should back down, but that's not.
What? Is this even the Kanye diss? I don't think it's the same song. I think someone may have... Nah, yeah, this is leaked. It's different. It might be the same.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Never meant to be that type of. Never meant to be that type of. Never meant to be that type of dude. Never meant to be that type of dude. Never meant to be that type of dude. Never meant to be that type of. Never meant to be that type of dude. Kanye West, he made me diss the Jews. Bitch, I'm speaking out, this shit's my truth. I'm so sick and tired of being groomed. I'm so sick and tired of being groomed. He gave me millions of dollars. It made me switch up on Connor. It made me think he's a scholar. He tried to act like my father. I ain't even try to ask the bitch nigga for a handout. 47-year-old billionaire, but from me he's fanned out. Bitch niggas wanna switch up and treat me like I'm nothing. The same nigga that made graduation try to fuck his cousin. This is real shit, bitch, nigga, no, I am not bluffing. Told me that you love me, but you was never even my friend. Remember when you told me that you kissed a bitch that was trans? Remember when you told me that you had to kiss the bitch again? They don't wanna see me win. Thought this nigga was my twin. You ain't never have to spend. You ain't never have to draw down on a nigga just to get the rent paid. a mistake. Codeine when I intake. Why the fuck are my friends fake? Rolling on me so heavy, if I bust it down, it's gonna make my wrist break. I'm just trying to be a winner. No, I don't support Hitler. Hating Jews, that is not me. So I'm sorry I became a Nazi. Yeah. I'm sorry I became a Nazi. I lost myself, that is not me. I can't let Kanye stop me. I'm not your cousin, you can't stop me. I'm not your cousin, you can't stop me. I'm not your cousin, you can't stop me. Yeah, I'm putting this shit to rest. Hell no, I don't support incest. Two cousins should not have sex. Two cousins should not 69. Kanye, get the fuck off my line. Kanye need to go and find Jesus. 7 years old, used to have problems breathing. 7 years old, you was sucking on penis. 7 years old, you was swallowing semen. Go and fight God so you can kill those demons. Go and fight God so you can solve those issues. You got nut on your face, nigga, here's a titch. You got nut on your face, nigga, wipe it off. You and your cousin was in love. How could you do that to your cuz? How could you do that to your blood? Never meant to be that type of dude. Never meant to be that type of dude. Never meant to be that type of. Never meant to be that type of dude. Kanye West, he made me diss the Jews. Bitch, I'm speaking out, this shit's my truth. I'm so sick and tired of being groomed. I'm so sick and tired of being groomed.
Alright, bye guys. Bye Big Aaron. Bye Ali Khan. Bye Gamma. Bye Mira Tazapine. Oh shit.